Hello, cutie pies. Anybody over here, sweetheart? JAYA.ADVANI, are you here, sweetie? Are you tired, sweetie pie? You tired? Is there anybody else who can do a read? Nobody else who can do a read? Shilpa is not here. They've all gone. Okay, is it okay if I do a Scrabble throw and then I'll let you go? I won't ask you because I just want to know a couple of photos that I have. So should I just do the Scrabble throw on the photos? You see what's on the screen with my own face? Then there are some black and white photos also. So if you'll just tell me if it is me or not, the ugly one with the bow legs. Yeah, so I'll start with the photos and then I'll do the Scrabble throw and I'll decipher it myself. Or maybe do the rest of the Scrabble throw tomorrow. Okay? Okay. So this is the photo I'm asking about. This is me. This is also me. They've changed the eyes a bit. And you can see they fatten the lips. Okay, this is also me. I remember this photo because I was very much part of this party. The other photo, my mom, I do remember her dressing me up in her bedroom and the poking of the pin in the hair and all of that. Both of them are me only. Okay, so I'll just ask the pendulum. Okay, what I want to know is this is ugly. The first photo black and white was ugly. Second photo black and white is the same ugly. The first photo mama took me to the studio at Metro, or where is it called? Princess Street, to remove the photo. The second photo was a party in the home. Right? Dadi also was there. Papa, mama, all of us were together. You were also there. Okay, so this is ugly. Both photos are ugly. Okay. Holder of the pendulum. Okay, I want to just check with you one more thing. This is the other photo. I want to check if it's the same baby. Okay. Is this photo also ugly? Same baby? Now this child is me, the holder of the pendulum, the one with the widow's forehead or widow's peak on the forehead and the bow legs. Same baby? Okay. As you can see here also there is, if you look at it very closely, here it is actually, they've painted it black, but actually this is bow legs. She's okay, she never had bow legs, she's my younger sister, but if you realize it with me, it is a bow leg, except that it's in the shadows. She's just straight, no bow legs. Okay, so we just asked the same thing. In this photo, the one who's the taller one is ugly. Same ID, ugly. Name is JAYA.ADVANI or Jaya Kanyalal Hukumat Rai Gurmukh Das Advani holding the pendulum. Are you in this photo, Varsha? It is not you. Are you Varsha Advani who's talking to me, sweetie? You are Meera who's speaking with me. You're my mom during this time and later too. So you know about the photos. Okay, but is that the second daughter called Varsha Advani who's in the photo with Kani and me? And Celine and Shiv and their kids? So we're all okay over there? Okay. Now what I'm trying to understand from you is let's ask her if she's Meera here. Okay. I need to ask her who this is. Is that you in the photo, Mama, known as Meera? That is you in the photo known as Meera? You used to listen to Meera bhajans, right? Mere to Giridhar Gopal, Dusro na koi. You remember? That, and you used to do Santoshi Mata Puja. And on Monday, Santoshi Mata Puja you used to do on Friday with the Chana Gur. And you used to do Shivji's puja and bring that whatever, like what do they do, that rolling pin for that round chakra for making chapatis. So you used to bring that thing which used to keep golofying, chandan stick. You used to do the Shivji puja every Monday with the chandan stick and also the Shivling puja and all. You remember you used to do all that? So this is you. This is Meera. Should I identify this as Meera? Should I identify this version of you as Meera? They could have changed photos also along the way. I don't know. Because you can see the coloring they've done around. I don't think my mom used to wear too much makeup, and they've tried making her mouth bigger. They've changed the mouth also. My mom's mouth is straight. And they put brown around her eyes, as well as they've tried changing it completely. Okay, but she was the one sitting here. That's the most important. These guys are desperate. Worstest of the worstest. Worstest of the worstest. Terrible beings. You just wait for the afterlife to catch up with you. You'll come to know. You have fooled the whole Indian diaspora. Let's go with the next photo. This is Kailash Hingorani. Married to this man, but she's Kailash Advani. That's Mr. Hukumat Rai Advani. This is Kalavati Hukumat Rai Advani. That's Mr. Kani Advani. But let me check the authenticity of this as well as the authenticity of this. So she went on to become Mrs. Ritu Malia. Well, they're both supposed to be the same person. till we have other people coming along to spread rumors at the bottom of the pyramid and to create new relationships that never ever existed, and if they did, they were completely different. You need to take it somewhere else. Okay, if I can ask you one thing, can you please tell me one thing? Is this Kailash auntie? Is that Papa? Is this my actual father, Mama? Miss Meera? Mama? Is this man my grandfather? Is this my grandfather? Is that my father? Is that my grandfather? Is that my father? This photo. You're saying Jaya is dying. You're saying no. No, let it be. Let them say whatever. Let it be. You don't bother. You answer about this photo. Is this my blood related family? The photo that I just showed. This is my father and my father's sister that you got married to. Can I show the photo once again? Who they classified as ugly, with bow legs and with a widow's peak, is actually, this is my family. That's my father, my father's sister, my father's father, and my father's mother. Can I show you another photo? Is this my father's sister and my father's mother? This one. This photo is this Kailash auntie, Mama? Is that Mohan uncle? Is this Kalavati JAYA.ADVANI, if you want to see it very, very close? Is this photo, the people in this photo, is it the same as the people in this photo? Are they the same people? Kailash auntie for Kailash auntie, Mohan uncle for Mohan uncle, Dadi for Dadi. Dadi for Dadi. So I belong to this family. This is the family that had hired the Fernandeses to work. Agnello Fernandez was from the Fernandez family that worked for Dadi. Okay, now let's keep them out of the way. I need to do a throw on this. So you're saying there is a continuity of my first birthday photo with the photo I showed you on the screen. So she says all this belongs to one family, the holder of the pendulum. But there is something that they did haywire upside down because of something that triggered somebody and everything went haywire on the back of it. But I hope you understand the equation loud and clear. Playing fucking sounds under my body doesn't make you it. I'm your mother and your grandmother's ex-employer side of the family. To put you in your place now in time to come from the spirit realm is the only thing this family is going to do with their entire network connected with the higher realms. now in time to come, where we all get our births from. Okay? You're no match for it. The place from where you're going to be taught a lesson, you are no match. Okay, so I'm going to do a Scrabble throw. Let's see what we get. The photo that we have on screen and these photos, I would like to know what can be said via the Scrabble throw. Okay, that's what we got. Plenty. Do, New York, A man. Do New York man Okay, so what is it we've got over here? There is the word do. I'm going to move it. Man, New York. Sea, because that's overseas. SEA. Sea. RNL. King. 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 Fit. FYT. And UT. Okay, so do man, New York, RNL, C king, fit UT. Now the man and the king go together because a man is the king. They're probably talking about my grandfather. The first thing over here, I see my Kalavati is my grandmother's name, I told you. Mr. Hukumat Rai Advani is the Mr. Hukumat Rai Advani is the Gurmukh Das Advani is the husband. Yes, do then Mr. King Kala. Fat New York. That's the husband. So primarily it is saying yes, you are born to Kalavati Hukumat Rai Advani's family. The fat man in all of this is comparatively is Mr. Mohan Hinguran. Compared to everybody else, this is Kalavati Hukumat Rai Advani, my grandmother. This is her husband. That's my father. That's his sister. They're two children, and her husband is tall and fat compared to the rest of them. He's probably from New York. He's not from New York. His father was at Oxford Street. He had a dispensary. He was a doctor. Is my dad Kani his name over here? So there is a Mr. Kani who fell the tag. Kani fell the tag of Mr. Hukumat Rai Advani and fell the tag of these people. That's why I'm still alive. But most of my cousins are all murdered and dead. We're all from the Advani side of the family. I don't mind being anything. But you know what? The soul world and the soul family knows who we are. They have already passed away. When I leave from the body, I'm most certainly not going to those who have destroyed my family. When I leave the body and go to the afterlife, I will go to the family that is connected with me in the afterlife according to whatever it is that's been. Anyway, we leave it with Shirdi Sai Baba. He will decide. So you do Den, Santan, family, Gir, New York and K. Somebody very purposely went out of their way to mess around. UK makes sense. I'll tell you why. Because actually on Oxford Street is Mohan Hingorani married to my father's sister. And I'm not Katrina. I don't want Katrina's voice being pulled out of my body. You're very desperate to change family lines. You're from New York or you're from UK. It doesn't work that way. If anybody with even little merit does not come to earth going forward, which they won't, they're very happy wherever they are. They're able to take care of themselves. But you will have lots of problems on the back of it. Watching how you have functioned at the beginning of the Yuga yet to play out. 427,000 years still. With these kind of families not returning to earth. It's good fun. So primarily someone from New York and UK, Gir means to make us fall, yet once again. And that is what all my reading is primarily saying. what these people have done. There are plenty of things over here that I have. Let me ask the pendulum once again. Mama, can I ask you, are you here still? You are Meera. You used to be in the identity of Anu or Anita Advani. Now tell me one thing. The Santan that it is talking about is me being from the family that is in the photo where Kailash Aunty and I are supposed to be pretty similar from the time I'm pretty young. That's the talk that everyone keeps doing. Was that all hogwash? Was that primarily talking stories to, was that stories just to kind of, put, did someone want the Advani family to fall at any cost? Because we got the word fall and we got the word gir. There are people who dedicatedly went out of the way to make the family get disreputed and with false allegations and false stuff on us. Does it affect our life in the afterlife? Are we very prosperous in the afterlife, if I can put it that way? Once we go leaving the body and go to spirit in the afterlife, do we stay prosperous or are we very prosperous? Does it actually cause problems for people who wanted us to fall at any cost? Has it got anything to do with Rosie Fernandez and her children? It's got to do with our ex-employees that actually were hired to do the job of making the family fall. They're the ones who maneuvered it, hand in glove with New York or something of that sort. They took stories to them which were true. Did they tell the truth while they were working on making us fall? So they purposely created situations to make the family fall and to defame and disrepute the people. This child is the Santan that is being spoken about in this read. Is this the child being talked about? The child on the screen of the TV is also being talked about. This child is the child on the screen that is on the TV. Even if it is little slightly, they tried doing little upside down. Is it the same child? No. Do I belong to, is this child the same as that child? Am I from the tin shed? Am I Rosie's child? Am I actually a true Sindhi Amil connected with this photo as the actual DNA related family? This photo being the actual DNA related family with no, just by birth and no manipulation, no lies, just by birth. This is the actual family, my actual family from my father's side. Okay, so let me just again reiterate. This family that I just showed you the black and white photos of is connected to the girl on the TV and the black and white photo over here. And the black and white photo, this is the holder of the pendulum, who has bow legs, a widow's peak, two different ears, two different shapes on either side, a small inoculation of the huge chakra. It is because this is the family background. Tell me one thing, did they create confusion and identity to steal? The Kani identity is what? The man who created the confusion. Kani is the son of Hakumat Rai, maybe another name, but known as Kanayalal or Kani for the Indian purposes. I'm his daughter, Kanayalal or Kani, whichever way you want to look at it. It still connects back to Hakumat Rai Advani. A problem is the ex-employees who worked for our home. They're saying Varsha is our meme. You're saying Varsha is my meme. Varsha Advani, who's already dead, is actually my sister. Varsha Advani's identity was grabbed by a false identity and she's moving around the world on other people's assets. Varsha's identity was transferred to Shalina Hundalani, which is again a fake ID, living off somebody else's birth, making the real family fall and pretending to be. Have they stolen a lot? The Shalina Hundalani identity, after marrying Ravi, which is a fake identity yet once again, is the reason for all the stealing. They took the identity all the way abroad and also messed around with people abroad using the Advani connections. That's the rat hole. They connected with Raw in some way. Is Raw on a lookout for them? Raw has no clue about what these people have been up to. Useless. Is there anyone on a lookout for them, Mama? Other than me? There are other agencies on a watch out for them. Are they going to get caught soon? I'm really fed up of these cheap people. Useless as hell. I hope they're going to get. Please pray. If you are Meera, please pray 100 times, zillion times. Please ensure they get caught. Eat Shirdi Sai Baba's head up as much as you have to. They have to get caught. I insist. All these rats who have been just messing around, I want them caught at any cost. They have literally messed up everything. Okay, so Santan means child. Santan means child. Okay. That's me. I look half like my mom, half like me, and half like my dad. Here I look, I think, a little like my dad. They have tried changing it around and making it Madhav E and all, but she was actually asked to stand in for me as cover by somebody who knew the truth. They're putting it on the identity of Cyrus Mistry and SRL's den. Both names are here. The Lekraj and Mistry also. So they've been on a grabbing spree. And it is via the Hundalani identity. So I really hope they get caught soon. This is me as ugly gets. The same girl over there is here. Right, this is me yet once again. How do you come to know? Because of the thighs with the hole in the middle. You will be able to see it doesn't join actually. Okay, it's like even she also has the same problem. It's like bow legs. This is JAYA.ADVANI. She's no more. She's gone. This is me. And yeah, okay, whatever it's worth. So they've tried painting this to get rid of. This is a paint job. If you notice it, it's a paint job. This photo is taken out which year? Not written, but it says our little sample with her hair shaved off on her first birthday. So this was actually on in 1974. Let's find out. This is one of the, this is, let's just find out if this is the same person. The one wearing the black shirt and the baby in the black and white photo is the same person. Even the one on the TV is the same person. All are the same people. The holder of the pendulum is that person. Okay. So the photo is, this one is me before I went to Australia. That's me as a baby. And that's me during a party. But they do try to change faces a little. They had changed the mouth, so you'll wonder why I put a white line over there. It's primarily because it changes facial features. And so I put a white line on the mouth. The nose is as short as possible. They've tried elongating the nose. If you notice the white extra at the tip of the nose, that's because they've tried changing the shape of the nose. You've tried making that Madhav E. That's not Madhav E. That is JAYA.ADVANI without the white blob on the front of the nose. Without this addition that you've added, this is JAYA.ADVANI if you get rid of that blob. Okay. Mrs. Madhav E. Reddy was brought in by apparently Mistry at the very beginning, connected with trying to understand what went wrong. But then you got rid of his wife, which he doesn't know, he knows, I don't know. But then he never got married to her. That's the best part. She got married to people who were shape-shifting here in India, because there's another parallel life abroad. Okay, so this is who they. I was wondering how they stole more than 5,000 crores from us. Supposed to be in my name or what, I have no idea. All this rot started on the back of messing around to grab. It's got to do with some deeds. It's got to do with some deed, written deed. It's got to do with. It says you have grabbed more than 5,000 crores. But I couldn't care less because, okay, and that is why Mr. Haku, Mr. Hoti, and Mr. Haki were feeling not very happy about their toil going to waste. But I'll tell all of them they're all sons. You know what sons are? They can always earn it in the future. Now they need to be very happy in the afterlife, settle down and be prosperous. Time that has to happen now in the future, that will set matters appropriate on its own. And I don't think most of us are going to return. Simply because those who have to return, it's, I think, a different situation altogether. So we have to leave it. So I don't know. There are plenty of people who entered into SRL setup, and that's where all the problems have started. Rewriting things about people behind their back. Let's go to the names that we recognize, which is Kala, Kala. FM English EU Kala doesn't ring New York. So the Dawood D company, the government of India, placed in our identity to convince you abroad to work against us? Dawood's father was a constable in the Bombay police, on some police, in places we don't live and we don't go to. Either it is 10 or net. She's asking you to net them. She's saying find and net them. She's very angry actually at what you have done and what you have spread about us. I'm the last Advani Sadangani left, and I'm with Fernandez. India's military and India's law and India's police, along with your counterparts at Government of India, along with your counterparts worldwide, you don't know what hell is going to rain upon you from the spirit world going forward. Nobody in the body, just unhappy spirit. अगर तुमको विश्वास नहीं है वो तुम्हारा लॉस है. So she's saying you should find those men who are roguish and net them. I want to see what there is with her ex-employee, Fernandez. If she wants to say something, let her say it, because I don't know. We need to find out what she wants to say. Why Kala? Why Fernandez got Minu and Kala? Why Minu? Why yet? Minu, Government of India, Fernandez, yet Kala. Why Nimmu? But Nimmu is known to Ritu Malia, right? Why yet Nimmo? K is Kani Advani or Kailash Advani, yet Fernandez go to LA. So that is what they are messing around via Neuralink, because they have gone ratting, changing face all the way to America. The dream where I saw 3 days ago, where people want to leave America, they don't like the energy, it is connected with the same stuff that has played Tront 40 years earlier, starting in Bombay. Then shape-shifting all the way abroad. There are 4 of them, so they spread themselves around the world. They hired a lot of people from Regina Pacis. Do we have Regina's name here? Because the scam is yet only from there only. That's what it is all about. It is mostly rogue behavior. You can choose to ignore it if you think India is going to get great on the back of this kind of crap. It can never get great. You will always keep losing. It's okay. I defy you. I challenge you for the future. Do we have Turkey over here? Because if it is about Jatli is supposed to have something connected with Turkey, Iran, Iraq. We got Iran. No Iraq. Turkey. Times of India has the journalism he's connected with. His name is Arun. So the energy that America didn't want to deal with is primarily this energy. So you felt the same energy that I felt in 2006 and 2009 when I spat at my floor. What dream you sent to me about people wanting to leave America because the energy stinks is the same energy mentioned indirectly over here, because it goes back to 2004, 5, 6. If you're hoping this guy is going to do anything for you, and you hope Turkey and Iran or those areas are going to better life for you, then I don't know. Is it Al-Qaeda? So they're not really showing themselves as the Al-Qaeda, which is Alquaida. It is packaged differently, but that's what has entered the USA. That's what's been used primarily as Afghanistan. That's what you showed me 3 days ago in my sleep, saying we need to leave America because New York and Washington DC is terrible to live at. It's horrendous energy. You know what Afghanistan khandars are like? They're going to make the whole world worse than that. Because those are the end times of Kali Yuga. It is 432,000 years. That is the reason, just for your own good, I told you in the timeline, take cognizance of where in the timeline you are. In case some construction had to happen, you know it takes 3 years, then proportion it to 432,000 years, of which 5,300 or 400 years have come to an end. The rest has yet to happen. So where in the timeline are you in proportion to the whole 432,000 years? Where in the timeline are you? You have just sown your seeds. The end is far away. She's definitely complaining of lots of things over here. Indu Sen is her friend Lakshmi Advani's son. Regina to the family of Lakshmi and Indu Sen. Is Suren's name over here? And Celine? SURENSILEEN. Celine. This is the Advani family. Lakshmi Advani, God's gift. GODSGIFT. She will complain about lots of things, my grandmother. Kosalya also is over here, her daughter. Kailash. Indu is Varsha or Indra. Rain. Semen. I-E-N. Siemens. That's where my mom is. Anu's name here. A-N-U. Anita. A-N-E-E-T-A. Anita. Mira. M-I-R-A. Mira. Tanani. Parvati. Taru. T-A-R-U. GT. Elizabeth. No Elizabeth. Talked over here. Okay, so I'm going to put this to an end now over here because that's plenty for now. Whatever else needs to be seen, I think we will see tomorrow. Miami is over here. Not Miami. Okay, so we'll close this for now over here.